a beautiful drum.
What might be right for you may not be right for some. A man is born, he's a man of means. Then along come two, they got nothing but dreams.
They got
Different
strokes.
The
I
pause
have-
is just long enough.
I have good news. The good news is we are not going to get flagged for copyright infringement on that one.
We are going to get flagged for obscene.
Nobody's going to recognize it as anywhere close to the
Probably
original.
right.
Everybody's got a special kind of
Can you
story.
do anything? Can you have content on here so bad that they just kick you off just because you're just a general repugnance? I'm sorry.
I don't think Repugnance violates any of their community standards.
This goes against our community standards for basic
People were
human decency.
reporting to us to please shut you down.
I think that's a great character for like a military show. General Repugnance. You go speak to General Repugnance.
We're gonna take it to the boys. That's Charlton Heston. Sorry.
Follow me.
General Repugnance to you.
Who'd be a good casting for that?
That was Charlton Heston. I thought that was pretty good.
Charlton Heston? Yeah, he'd be great.
He's not alive anymore, though.
Throw every. They got a bunch of people that could be Charlton Heston.
Is he?
I don't know. Me.
Can you do Charlton Heston, Brian?
I don't know. I don't know his voice well enough. I'd have to go watch.
I do an impression of people doing an impression of people. That's what my.
That's where most impressionists get there.
Oh, really?
Yeah, like everyone.
So
When
there's
Dana Carvey, who I think is a terrible impressionist, by the way, we talked about that. But when he did like his George Bush, and it was like, "Nah, God, yeah," everyone just copied him because that was like
That's it.
the standard because he was on TV.
Right. Well, there's a character on the crud. Now I can't remember the name of the show. Freakazoid. And he's called the Huntsman. And it was just basically Charlton Heston. They would do a 30, 45 second intro and then like a 10-second little tiny show. He goes, there's nothing going on in the town. And so he's like this vigilante, but there's no crime. So he walks into the chief's office and he's like, is there anything going on today, chief? And he's like, no, there's no crime at all. He goes, done the luck, done. And he kicks the waste basket on the way out, and then they do another 30, 45 second outro. He's the huntsman. Yeah. Those are my favorite characters.
That's awesome.
Yeah.
A vigilante in a town where there's no crime.
Yeah, you need to check out Freakazoid. Everything was golden on that.
Darn the luck.
Done the luck. Another one was called Lord Bravery. It was like a Monty Python kind of skit. It was great.
Oh,
Lord Bravery.
It's too bad that we don't have that much repugnance in this show. If we could attain that level of repugnance.
Right now we're at private repugnance.
Man, we're just
We'll get up to general.
private repugnance.
And on that note,
All right.
We're starting off. We're just joined, you know.
Yeah, we're corporately whelmed. A corporate whelm. Corporal whelm.
Oh my gosh, Private Repugnance is a way better character than General Repugnance.
Don't talk back to me, Sergeant. I've only just got here. He's got a lot of confidence, that Private Repugnance.
Go speak to General Malaise.
Oh man, that private's got more confidence than I do.
Comics everywhere, coming out of quarantine, so catch the vibe and dig the scene. Take a seat, go grab a snack, gonna kill the room, gonna talk some smack. Cutting it down like a lumberjack, come take a ride in my Cadillac. Kicking it live on the radio, everybody got a right to know. This ain't my first rodeo, hit the spotlight, here we go. Are you ready for the show? Are you ready for the show?
And along come two, they got nothing but their jeans.
Are you ready for the show?
A man is born,
Are you ready for the show?
he's a man of means.
Full of beans. Ovaltine.
They got different strokes. They got different strokes.
That's what facts
Come
of
on,
life
everybody.
run off of.
Put your hands together for different strokes. That makes the world go round.
Everybody gonna be so blessed. Hoping
There's a
you
new
guys gonna
girl
be
in
impressed.
town and
Ain't
she's
no time to
feeling
be
good.
impressed. Are you ready for the best?
Blue Jeans, everybody. Welcome to SCQS.
Welcome to Skew.
Welcome to SCQS. My name
Welcome
is
to
Sean.
Skew. My name is John.
These are my friends.
These are my friends.
We're in the wrong corners.
We are.
John
It's
Thomas.
just the way it is.
John Thomas Oakes down in that
He's
corner.
here.
And Brian April over
There.
here.
There I
and
am.
then Juan DeVivo
Oh, I can point the right way for this one.
down there. Thank you for joining us in our first inaugural show, which is a redundant thing to say, of 2022. Our very first inaugural show. Happy New Year to everybody.
And happy birthday to the New Year's babies.
Yeah.
Do you know any New Year's babies? Or are you just...
Not personally. Actually, I don't think I know anybody that was born on New Year's. Nobody
How about
here, right?
impersonally? Yeah, are you impersonal friends with any New Year's babies?
Just
Didn't
that
Betty
one
White
from
die on New Year's Day this year?
New Year's Eve.
New Year's
Eve.
Oh, okay.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, now she'll haunt Times Square from now on.
Thank you, Betty. Lots of laughs.
Yeah, for
Yeah.
sure.
Well, we have a gigantic show tonight. I'm
Really?
super excited about it. Yeah, it's a huge show. For those
Gigantic?
of you, this is your first show. You tuned in to exactly the right show to start with.
We just
How
went
gigantic?
underwhelmed.
All the shows leading up to this one, been a waste of time. Tonight is the time to start.
Really?
If this was an average show, a typical show represented by this woolly mammoth, tonight's show looks like this.
Pacific Ocean
Hey, dude.
Isn't that,
Pow.
and chemtrails.
and right? Isn't that the sort of a scene that you would like to see out your window?
Tranquil
beautiful.
mammoth
Wouldn't you pay money?
walking on the ocean.
The mammoth walking on water? Yes.
Yes. Sunset over the woolly mammoth is a scene that anybody would pay for.
What's in my vitamins, Mom?
It's also the name of my new romantic comedy.
Sunset over the woolly mammoth.
Yes.
Oh, that's nice.
We've got a woolly mammoth who's single.
That writes itself.
Look at this. Look at the people who recognize my background tonight, Brian. It's not even a famous movie, but it's Gary Varvel's Den.
Oh, wow.
Did you take that yourself? Like, were you?
No,
in
he
the
did.
den, or-
He took a picture. We do a Bible study on Thursday, and he always sits in this den, so that's his background. And I said, man, it would be nice if I had a background like that. So he took a picture of his background and sent it to me.
How often does he play with the dollhouse?
I don't know how often he does. I'll be sure to ask him.
Question, really.
So we have a tremendous show.
Shut it down.
Welcome Amanda Paul back since you got your new phone. She hasn't been able to watch.
Yay.
She got a new phone. She finally got a Bluetooth headphones, so here she is. You know, you can actually plug wired phones. Like, see what Brian does? Brian's got a wire.
They're not plugged into anything. They're just comfortable. I just wear them like a
Yeah,
necklace.
we've all got wires.
Yeah,
Word.
mine just drapes behind my neck.
You didn't have to.
Lord.
You didn't have to wait for a Bluetooth, Amanda. You could have joined us a long time ago.
Certainly.
But we're not here to judge.
You're here now.
No.
That's all that matters. And before we take another moment to do any of the big show, we have to give a shout out to our clickers.
Oh, yes, we do. We certainly do. Clickers are great. They're super refreshingly great. Athletic and fun and super smart. Their beautiful faces a work of art. Clickers are great. They're super amazingly great. Without them, we'd be destitute and drifting into the abyss. Lovely clickers, we blow you a kiss. There's a card in Magic the Gathering called Hexer Auster Blicker. That's for all of you gamers. Now let's holler at a clicker.
This week, in no particular order of importance, our clickers of the week are and thank you so much to our clickers, especially Bambi and John, but all of our clickers. If you would like to be a member of our merry band and have John Thomas sing to you on a very personal level every single week, go to johnbrandy.com, become a member of the Clicker. You can get a link to go to the Effort Party, which is immediately following this broadcast, and we never know what's going to happen at the Effort Party.
We do not.
This, however, is tightly scripted.
Exactly.
This is tightly scripted.
Yeah,
The
we always
Effort
know what's
Party.
happening.
He was a second. I know exactly what's going to happen.
Exactly.
Even that.
This is
And that right there.
is split second. We are timed this down to the split second, so we know exactly what's going to happen. The Effort Party completely off the rails.
Yeah. No control over that.
No control at all. Also, I have a thing that I want to share with you guys, with all of y'all, all y'all.
Oh yeah.
All y'all?
None of all y'all have seen this, so I'm going to.
Still haven't.
Still haven't, but you will. You will very soon. There we go. And it is right. Nope. Now I've lost it. Hold on a second. Here we go. Oh, this video code uses a unique codec that your browser doesn't support.
Oh,
How's that even pop?
Go get Gary, quick.
Wait, that's not true. That's not true. Hang on a second. Okay.
Last.
Here's hoping you keep all of your New Year's revolutions.
I think you mean resolution.
Hey, guess what? Gonna do some stuff now. Hey ho ho.
All right. Nice job. Nice work.
That is awesome.
I saw
So-
Roger in there floating by too.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah.
Mm-hmm.
It's nice.
I feel like revolution is a deeper way to, keep your New Year's revolution. That's deeper.
It is deeper.
That's my,
Well, I was trying to keep it. The first draft had like clips from various revolutions throughout history. It was all these
A couple of late Miz.
bloody scene. It would go from one bloody scene to the next. I hope you have a great revolution. It's like, that's not the right word.
Do you hear the people sing?
Beheadings and stuff.
Well,
Well, it's a revolution.
it's like a bingo card. That'd be pretty funny to have a revolution. Now guys are out there going, oh, look at that. The police are beating people. Check that square off.
Oh, we have a card game that we got a few years ago called Guillotine.
Oh yeah.
Yeah, you played that, haven't you, JT?
Yeah,
You
that's a
get
good one.
little dolls.
You get little
Wax
you get
figurines.
little figures from the French Revolution. Like you
Is
get
everyone aristocracy?
it hands out. They're all there. There's like Robespierre is in there, and the Queen is in there, and the King, and dukes, and you basically you collect their heads. You basically cut their heads off, and then you collect their heads, and they're worth different amounts of points, and whoever has the most points and collected heads.
It's surprisingly
That's the winner.
strategic and fun.
if you
Who'd
if
have
you
ever
don't have the
thought?
figures, you just take the cards when someone gets it wrong and you give them a paper cut on their arm. No,
Yeah.
you roll a
House
7.
House rules.
Right.
I don't know why I brought that up.
Yeah.
game.
It's
Revolution.
in the script. It's in the script for today.
Also, is it okay for me to say what we're going to do for the music next week, JT? Can we?
Yeah, sure.
Say what that is, because
Absolutely.
tonight you're doing something different.
Yes.
You need to build anticipation, I think.
Yes. Yes. Yeah.
So next week, go ahead. I'm going to let you do that. You guys.
Well, next
you
week
guys-
we are working on a Squid Farm song based on the Scribblenauts segment. Not Scribblenauts. The what's the game we played?
Jackbox
last week?
game. Yeah, the
Jackbox game.
That's right.
Talking points.
Talking points, and Brian's
Totally forgot the
brilliant
origin.
talk about the Squid Farm inspired a song, and so we're collaborating on that right now. But we thought since it was the New Year, we should try to write something that had something to do with New Year's resolutions. So that's what we've been working on this week. So
And is it ready?
I think so. I have a draft.
It's usually, we do this every week too, where John Thomas goes, "Yeah, I've been working on a little thing. I haven't done it before. This is just a rough thing." And then he performs a symphony and goes, "Yeah, I'm not done with it yet." But
Is
that's
this
just,
the year you said you wanted to do a song a week?
Yeah, I'm gonna try it.
so. This is the first song of
Here we go.
the new year. Okay.
It's got a little Ben Folds vibe. Another New Year's Day is almost here. A chance for me to make a brand new start. I always say I plan to keep my resolutions, but this year I truly mean it from the heart. I want to look good, feel great, exercise, lose weight. I know what that means. Gotta quit drinking and smoking, baby. I ain't joking. Gonna fit back in my jeans. I want to learn to dance. I want to visit friends. I want to start a new career. When it's all said and done, I'm gonna have a lot of fun. It's finally gonna be my year.
It's great.
Last year went by and all my good intentions just vanished like sweet tea at a barbecue. But this year my friends and family won't believe it when they see me doing everything that I do. I'm gonna read more, clean house, go see Mickey Mouse, patronize the arts. I'm gonna buy me a new car, rewatch Avatar, shoot the moon in hearts. I wanna join a club, I wanna plant a shrub and become a mountaineer. I'm gonna bang the drums when December comes, cause it's finally gonna be my year. 3 months later, 5 months later, 8 months later, nothing's changed. Gotta figure out just how my best laid plans got rearranged. Well, I'm covering some old familiar ground here. The year just didn't work out in my favor. I didn't keep a single resolution. So come December, I'm gonna give myself a waiver. Next year, I'm gonna water my house plants, buy a new pair of pants, learn to speak Italian. Listen more, talk less, work on my bench press and ride a lippers on her stallion. I'm gonna call my mama, gonna build a diorama, gonna vote and volunteer. I'm gonna go to the Bahamas and make myself a promise. It's finally gonna be my year. Gonna fill my days with cheer. Next year's gonna be my year. There you go. First draft.
Yeah, you need to work on that.
We'll get the kids worked out this week before we do the final.
That's a nice start.
It's,
Well, you got all year.
Yeah.
Yeah,
That's
one
awesome.
of it should be, I'm going to finish this song this year. Yeah.
Oh, that'll be that would be funny to cut it off at the end like that.
Oh, yeah.
Gonna be my. I haven't finished it yet. I'm still working on the ending.
Oh,
Yeah, it's
that's
gotta.
great.
Oh, that's so good. It's finally going to be my year. Yeah. Always superb. I'm looking forward to JT's music every single week this year.
Well, we're
never
collaborating.
do that
You know,
much.
this is a collaboration, so it's not just me. So
Sure. But it was JT's idea that we do a new song, an original song every single week on SKUs. And so you can tune in for that, for the debut of brand new music every single week.
featuring Squid Farm next week.
featuring Squid Farm next week.
right.
So, and I've seen a
We're
little bit
tackling
of Squid
the
Farm.
serious topics, the serious issues.
Yeah.
We're tackling those.
That's right.
Right.
Squid
Right.
Farm.
We're not horsing around.
Yeah.
No.
We're going to do Squid Farm, and who knows what we'll do after that. That'll probably be a topic of an effort party. We'll lay out what we're going to do. Okay, so in keeping with the fact that this is the beginning of a new year, we have almost a whole year in front of us. This is only the second, so we have the majority of the year to grow, to learn, to rewatch Avatar, to do all of the various things that are important to us. And we thought it would be a good idea if we used our collective wisdom at SCQS to pass on some platitudes that will help you kind of start to give some meaning and some wisdom in the new year. Start off the new year with wisdom. And so we've collaborated on these, and it's not the weird news. There's actually, I'm looking at what our producer's getting ready to put up. There you go. All right. And so it's these are bad platitudes for 2022. And we will take turns reading these. Okay, I'll just take the first one and we'll just go down. And there's quite a few of these. And so if you might want to get a pen and paper ready, or maybe get ready to take some pictures with your phone, because you're not going to want these to slip away and not have access to them. So it's like a cat who swallowed the icing on the cake.
Deep.
Feel free to insert that into your. Oh.
Yeah, Brian.
Living happily on the wrong side of the bed.
Not just in the morning either. Folks, I want to encourage you to go into life jumping in with 2 left feet.
That was actually Jawan's.
That was mine.
That was one of his. Jumping in with 2 left feet.
And never look a gift horse in the bread basket.
Just
I think that was also one of Jawan's.
Just take what life gives you, folks. This is for living. This isn't just like
home is where the chickens roost.
Yep. Hug your chickens. Hug your chickens, folks. I feel like it's too quiet.
Well, it's like that great,
music?
these are like that great ancient Chinese proverb that he who hesitates wakes up with fleas.
Yeah, that's right.
Ain't it the truth?
Speak it,
folks. Penny saved is gone tomorrow. I think that was Ben Franklin. We can't attribute all of these.
That one actually almost works.
I know.
That one almost sounds like it should be a thing.
Taxes.
Yep.
We're going to teach you about taxes.
6 or half a dozen saves 9.
Yeah, that one doesn't work at all at any level. That one is absolutely incoherent.
But it will, though.
It will, yeah. This is also Juwan's. The journey of 1,000 steps just goes on and on, my friend. Some people started walking it not knowing what it was, and now we'll go on walking it forever just because. The journey of 1,000 steps goes
These
on.
have to be pondered for a while, too. You can't just go to the next one. I mean, we're saving you time here, but that's why you have to write them down. And go onto a rock and stare into the sky at sunset
and put your hands up like that. This is the platitude that never ends.
Oh yeah, I agree. I agree.
That's what JT said too. JT wanted Palpatine to read these, so maybe we'll have Palpatine read the next one that Brian does. It's JT.
Oh yeah. Wait.
Oh, that's Brian.
Brian.
You did the last one.
Yeah, that's right. It's Brian.
Okay. You can lead a horse to water, but you can't make him spit.
That was actually uttered by my granddaughter on a podcast. We played a little game with the kids where we would start a platitude, a famous saying, and have them finish it. And Emmy was the one who said, we said, you can lead a horse to water, but you can't make him. And she said, spit.
That is true.
Mm-hmm. All right.
Oh, every cloud has a silver bullet. So stay grounded. That's what we're trying to say. Get your head up in the clouds. There's bullets in there.
Can you imagine? You should keep this one at the ready for when a friend is going through a hard time, and you can put your arm around them and say, "Hey, you know what? Every cloud has a silver bullet," and that should lift them right up.
They're overly specific.
They're overly specific. That's true.
Harumph.
There is no I in heart attack.
You selfish dad. You're being selfish again, Dad.
I can't. My arm hurts. My arm hurts. Hey, there's no I in heart attack. He had his tail between a rock and a hard place.
Hoy.
And
you don't
yeah,
be there.
That hurts. That is a tough situation.
Whoa.
Woo. Oh wait, this is the same one we just did.
Now it's pondering time, everyone.
Why do we have two of those? Okay, there we go.
I want to bust up. Can I do a Casey Kasem? I just want to do Casey.
Yeah, go ahead.
Yeah.
Do whatever you want.
Moving down a notch, we have teamwork makes the dream of sugar plums dance in your head. Casey Kasem.
Always remember.
What sort of pants is this fellow wearing, by the way?
We're 25 in.
You got a sweater tied around his waist.
Yeah, I think it's like a jacket or something tied around.
Oh, okay.
Is it? Is he wearing like a trench coat, or does he just have one leg kind of up in front of the other?
I think he's got his sweater tied around his waist. You know how you can tie your arms or your sweater
that
around
could
your
be
waist.
too.
I think he's sewn his kilt up the middle. Right?
John Knox's beard says MC Hammer, so they're like MC Hammer shorts instead of pants.
There you go.
They're not the full pants.
Hammer can't be outside wearing pants all the time. It's
Just
time
do
for
it.
Hammer leisure time.
Swiss Guard. We had all sorts of,
Don't touch
my-
me.
sorts of possibilities.
Nice.
There you go. There's another one.
You can lead a horse. Yeah, you can lead a horse to water, but you can't eat it too.
That was actually submitted by our own Brian April, and I thought it
You
deserved.
can't eat it too.
You can lead a horse to water, but you cannot eat it too. You got to choose,
Yeah.
Whether-
one or the other.
Yep.
If you're gonna eat it, then you can't
dead
lead it to
horse.
water.
Exactly.
If you decide I'm going to eat that
Where you
horse,
going with that horse?
And that bib.
It's like a Gary Larson cartoon.
Yeah.
There's the kitchen's that way and the bucket of water's this way. And he's like,
where you
Johnson
going?
died where he stood.
You taking that horse into the kitchen? You better not give it a drink of water.
Is it me?
Yeah.
Yep. You've got to break some eggs if you want to count your chickens. Yep.
One, two.
That's true. My brother used to say, and we were clear back in like high school when he said this. He said, never count your chickens when they're running around with their heads cut off. And that also kind of works.
It does. I was just popping in to say that when you told me that, I immediately got to work thinking like, actually, there's a little bit of sage wisdom there, because it's like saying, make sure that you just let things play out before you take action. Just let it happen. Let the chickens who are headless fall over.
Chickens could run off across the road
Before you try to count them, right?
Get picked up by the colonel. You don't know that chicken's gonna be yours yet.
It's basically just a way to say, let the cards fall where they may. You know, don't count your chickens while they're running around with their heads cut
Let the
off.
chickens bleed out or they're gone away.
Right.
I hate the Colonel with his wee beady eyes.
With his wee bitty
In
eyes.
related news, you might want to cut your chicken's head off closer to the house. That way they don't run across the road.
So
now-
When you're
now
trying
it'd
to
be
count them, it
Now it'd be
shows.
like, why did the chicken cross the road? To get away from the system.
There you go.
Well, it does show some forethought and some planning. If you're gonna, like, I'm planning to count these chickens, I'm gonna do it now before I cut their heads off, and maybe they run across the road, right? So it's the responsible. You're saving yourself some extra work.
Yeah, you still can't count them yet. Yeah.
right. So level 2 for I don't know how many more we have, but level 2
I don't
is
either.
you have to figure out an appropriate time to say these. All of them.
Oh,
my
now
goodness,
we're
we
gonna
should
do
have been
that.
Doing
Okay.
this all
Yep.
the time.
You should have
This-
been, and we can go back to our favorites if we want.
This
And
is
just-
probably the last one. Now that we have a new rule. So this is me.
Oh.
Nice guys, finish what you started.
Oh, this sounds like all the nice guys started cooking pancakes for everybody. But
Yeah.
then they were like, this is really hard. What are we going to do? And then you got, nice guys, you finish what you started.
right.
Everybody's
Wasn't-
hungry for pancakes now.
Yeah.
Right. So get out of the way. I'm taking over the griddle.
Mm-hmm.
Yep.
And
I
even though
straight up
you
agree
start-
with that one. We don't even really need to elaborate.
It's just because it had a story.
Go ahead, Brian.
Oh, yeah.
You're barking up the wrong side of a barn.
Thank you, Morgan.
You're welcome.
Well, you know, so the story for this is when you're herding your geese back into the barn, the shepherd dog barks them into the barn. Sometimes they'll get confused. And
Did
they
you say
already,
your geese?
Yeah, when you're herding geese into the barn,
They do
you know, for
that.
nighttime. And so when they get them in, sometimes dogs will get confused. They're real excited, and the geese are already in there. And also, they're not on the side with the door; they're just on this, you know, the big side where there's no doors,
Right.
no windows.
The broadside.
And you're like, Shep, what are you doing over there? You're barking on the wrong side of the barn. There you go. That's the origin.
Come on, boy. You know better than that.
The origin of that. This is also, so that's what you'd say. That's what you'd say to people who get in the wrong line at the DMV.
That's right.
But they're-
Oh,
That's the origin. Where you'd use it though is like if you're in the wrong line. Am I-
right.
Right.
It originated with
Is
the
this-
goose shepherds, and now it's translated into the DMV world.
Excuse me, is this the 10 items or less? No, man, you're barking on the wrong side of the barn.
Yeah, there you go.
That way.
I might actually say that. I'm sorry, ma'am. You're barking up the wrong side of the barn. You need to be over. You need to be over here in this lane.
Is this the bakery? This is the post office.
Yeah. You got 15 items or less. Ooh, you are barking up the wrong side of the barn.
Okay,
Step over here.
works for me.
I like these because if you use them, I think people will just walk away from you, and you don't have to talk to them anymore.
This is actually yours, Juwan, so you
Yes.
can read it.
Folks, if all you have is a hammer, you can feed them. For the
I think this started at a slaughterhouse.
That's also true if you're a goose farmer
Yeah.
or a goose herder.
Yep.
If I had a hammer, I'd feed a man.
Hey, Ma, it's almost lunchtime. Yeah, where's Johnny going with that hammer?
Anybody else hungry? Hand me that mallet.
Guys,
Well,
want some
time for
hammered
lunch.
chicken? Got some great hammered chicken here.
That's a verse. That's a verse from Squid Farm because that's a down home kind of thing.
Oh,
You
look
know,
at
that's a do-it-yourself kind of.
Christine took this
yep.
in a very macabre direction.
His life might be short if you were a
If you
murderer.
have a hammer, you can just shorten his life considerably, and thus
Uh-huh.
you fed him.
Oh, that's
the
an
rest of
interesting perspective. Yeah.
Oh golly.
Hey,
Here's
here's
a
a
cracker.
single potato chip.
Say goodbye.
Hammered chicken.
Hey,
I'm
see
about to
that?
feed you for the rest of your life.
here's a grape. and hold real still.
Hold real still.
You know what? Just put that grape between your teeth.
There you go.
Hold it right there.
I saw this on a TV show once.
Well, they have
Oh man.
they have smothered chicken, and I saw a guy do a bit about that in the comedy club, and he goes, "I would never order anything like that because he's always picturing them back in the kitchen, and they're like."
With a pillow full of feathers.
Right. They're holding the chicken down on the floor with a pillow.
You can also request different types of hammers. You know, is that sledged or ball peened? You know, because I like mine ball peened.
Hammered chicken.
Hammered
All
chicken.
right. Well, there is drunken chicken. So
I was going to say,
thing.
mine tastes like rum.
It's the same thing.
All right.
Chicken is 3 sheets to the wind. This is JT.
It's better to be thought a fool than to open your mouth and put your money in it.
That's fine.
I think that happened one day. Somebody went through the line at Starbucks, and they're like, "Well, I just might as well have swallowed my money as to spend $8 on this stupid latte."
You did put your money in your mouth.
Pretty much.
Literally. That's
Somebody,
That's what you
Joe
say
Gossier.
Walking out of Starbucks? Is that what you're saying?
Yeah. Uh-huh.
That's a good one.
Joe Gossier is a comedian friend of mine, and we were at lunch one day, and he was talking. I don't remember exactly what he was talking about, but he was telling me a story about somebody was ripping him off. You know, it was like some auto mechanic, the overpaid or something like that. And he goes, and that upsets me because that's like taking money out of my kids' mouths. And I was like, it is like that, isn't it?
Oh, look at that. A fair maiden when you're trying to talk a friend out of joining an MLM.
Oh, very nice. That is perfect.
It's better to be thought a fool than to open your mouth and put money in it. So,
Or bother all your friends asking them for money, as it were.
What's an MLM? Sorry, I'm a little behind.
Multi-level marketing company.
Pyramid.
Oh,
Like
okay.
Wonga Burger
Oh.
Basket or
Amway,
Sensi
the old
Candles.
days.
Yep, Amway and
or
Mary Kay.
There's no more
vitamins.
Amway?
Gotcha.
Amway.
They went out of business?
I don't know. Did
Or
they?
did they?
No, I think I
They
don't think
just
they went out of
rebranded. They
business.
changed their name.
Yeah.
There's a
Amway.
Canadian version of it too. I went
We're
and
not-
played a convention in
Amway, we're
Alberta one winter. That was
Amway.
very strange.
What strange how? Because they were
There are lots of stories from that.
putting their money in their mouths.
No, I'll just tell you one story from that.
Yeah.
So we got to the airport and it was freezing cold. It was in January. I don't know if you've ever been to Alberta, but it looks like Hogwarts when you drive up to it. It's on a hill and castles and everything. And so this guy picks us up at the airport, and he's got this brown Chevy van from like 1969 or 70. And
Were
it's
they
got-
both wearing toques? Bob and Doug?
It's got wall-to-wall brown shag carpet all the way around on the ceiling and everything.
What the heck, man?
Yeah, I'd
That
never met
sounds
this
like
guy
Strange
before.
Brew.
I know, but he and his wife picked us up at the airport, and they're like, "Oh, we're so glad you guys are here!" And he's hugging us, and we've never met this guy. And we get in the car, and I look at my cousin across the way, and he's sitting in this brown shag van. He looks over at me, and he goes, and I was like, "Yeah, I think so." But they were about to cry. They were so happy to see us. It was funny.
They don't get a lot of visitors up
I
in
guess they
Alberta in the
They
wintertime.
don't.
They're
We're
like,
glad to have you back, JT.
yes. Were you like, hey, do you have hammers up there?
Yeah.
I just want to know.
All right. Next.
Who's this? Me?
Yes.
The shortest distance between 2 points makes a man healthy, wealthy, and wise.
You say this in your Uber.
That's right. That's
You
right.
jump into your Uber.
Yeah.
I got a map on here, pal.
It's just not the Uber driver that gets healthy, wealthy, and wise when you do the shortest points.
There you go.
And 5 stars.
Yeah, it doesn't.
Well, it does save you time if time is money. Finding the shortest distance would definitely save you some.
And time waits for no man.
Heard that.
Unless you have time in a bottle.
That's right.
Like time and a half. Save it up and spend it with you.
You can also say this at the beginning of your 5K run
That's right.
when you're about to do a race.
Especially if it like loops and the finishing line is just where you start.
Yep.
Just go out, turn right around, and all right. I've crushed the record at 3 seconds.
Yeah, I'm sorry. You say that when you're receiving your gold medal for winning the 5K.
The shortest distance between 2 points is always 5K. Does that work? Troy's worried that we're going to get flagged.
We might.
We didn't do it for the different strokes thing.
That's an honor. That's what we work for. This is going to be yours, Brian.
All right. Well, I said this in a motivational speech just the other night. I just looked at everyone over and I was like, all that glitters is 99-cent perspiration.
Perspiration. I think it was Thomas Edison.
It was John Thomas, yeah.
Oh, it wasn't Thomas Edison.
John Thomas Edison.
Yeah, John Thomas Edison.
John Thomas. It was all John Thomas. So did we rationalize that one, or are we just not going to?
Well, I think it's when you're getting art from your kids, maybe be careful with that.
Yeah.
It's just a warning, like, hey, careful. All that glitter on there.
Yeah. Or it could be people who live too close to a nuclear plant. You know, when they sweat, they kind of glow. So.
99% of that glowing is
Perspiration.
Right. It feels relevant, but there is a T-shirt that's kind of popular at the gym among female gym goers that says, "I don't sweat, I glitter." So
wow.
So next time Mariah Carey's on television,
and then there's another
gather your
shirt.
kids around.
There's another shirt for the men that says, "You glitter like a pig."
I am glittering like a pig.
don't glitter the small stuff.
That's right.
Oh, that's good too. Don't glitter. I am glittering like a pig. That's one for next year. This is Juwan, right?
Oh, a bird in the hand is mightier than the sword.
That's Chubby, I think.
That's Tabby.
As we all know, that's how the French Revolution was won.
I thought you were going
They
to
had
put together a
million
video.
men with birds in their hands, slicing and killing all the swordsmen.
Actually, it's only 10 men with birds in their hand, and they slew 1,000 men with swords.
They cut through that army like a hot bird through a Frenchman. You say that when somebody's really angry in traffic.
Yeah, there you go.
And you want them to save their words, and you just say, "Hey, a bird in that hand, mightier than the sword." You get your message across.
They cut through like a hot bird through a Frenchman made of butter.
What's even a French bird? I'm trying to think of a French bird. Dove, I guess.
A French bird?
Wait,
French hens.
Yeah, I was like, what's the
3 of
birds
them.
from this song?
Yeah. 3 French birds slew an entire army.
Is there a more appropriate saying than just in traffic? Bird
Just
in
in traffic?
Mightier than the sword.
A bird.
It's good in diplomacy, I guess, too, at the UN. Could say it at the UN.
It also gives a valid excuse at the fencing class.
Yeah.
Never bring a sword to a bird fight.
That's right.
I thought you were going to put together a video compilation of all of our Marco Polo suggestions.
Well,
We
I
performed
wanted to
these.
stretch this out into our.
Well, we could have added
Yeah, we
more, but we had probably 12 or 15 of them that we all put together.
I think I got most of them from the Marco Polo. I just didn't put it into a video. You know, I just can't do everything. Who's this, JT?
Fit as a fiddle in the rough.
Yeah.
Mm-hmm.
That's how we're going to feel. That's how you're all going to feel after this week.
Yeah.
Well,
Just like a log. A fiddle in the rough is a log, right?
I was gonna say a tree. A fiddle in the rough is a tree.
If I were a rich man.
He's just scraping on a tree. Still waiting for this fiddle to come in.
I kind of feel like "Fiddle in the Rough" might be a song title, but
I think it's a
Fiddle in
good
the
thing.
rough.
I think that if you're feeling as fit as a fiddle in the rough, you feel like a blossoming tree, like a very deeply rooted, healthy oak.
I'm an oak.
I'm an oak. Soon,
I'm
one day,
grounded. I feel grounded.
Prefab fiddle.
I'm alive.
today I am but a tiny acorn, but one day I shall become a mighty fiddle.
After the tree thing, after we all know about that, then
I shall grow to become a mighty fiddle.
Every fiddle is just a tiny acorn that held its ground until it was cut down.
Until it couldn't hold its ground
Until
anymore.
someone with a chainsaw came by.
Or a bird.
We need to get a bluegrass group together and do that Lord song in a bluegrass style. You know, I never met a fiddle in the rough. I cut my
Just
teeth
whacking
on
on
wedding
trees.
rings in the movies.
just go out and start whacking on trees for the rhythm.
I don't think that it's going to be a challenge to come up with ideas for songs. I think that those are going to...
Which one to settle on?
Right, that's going to be the hard part, is eliminating all of our excellent ideas and settling on just one.
Narrowing them down to one. All right, let's see.
Rough man.
Oh, what's
Oh, is
missing?
that it?
What's missing, everybody?
So that was
Invitation for
apparently
the
the
rest
last
of you.
one.
Oh, what? Oh.
What else do you want
to
your
make
friends
some
to
more?
know this year?
What else do we want them
Oh,
to
are
do?
we giving our
What
advice?
else? What else? What other advice does everyone want their friends
got
to
you.
take this
So
year?
just off the cuff, right?
I got one.
Okay.
And I legitimately say this often. Now, you know what happens when you assume you're generally right.
That's good. I like that.
This is very good advice.
I assumed that you were going to say something different.
You were right.
So it's just stuff like, okay, maybe if you don't even know about this, but you can't really trust everyone on Craigslist. Just send them the money
Mm-hmm.
and depend on their generosity.
Mm-hmm. You can always rely on the kindness of strangers.
Mm-hmm.
Mm-hmm. That's all I have.
Just always rely on strangers. In fact, maybe that should be your resolution: is go outside one time a day and just stop a stranger and ask them something.
Why don't we do this? Why don't we do this? Make this your resolution. Every single day in 2022, you will go out and do a trust fall with a stranger.
On video. Send it to us. John Brandon.
But don't tell them that you're doing it. Just walk up to them, hold your hands, turn around, and fall backwards. And let's see if you can rely on the kindness of strangers.
Have you
We'll all
seen
be
those
we'll all
videos?
be streaming from the hospital next week.
Have you seen those videos where they take two 5-gallon buckets and they put one over a stranger's head and then they put the other one over their own head and then they turn around at the same time and pick it up and they're like,
"Where's the crazy bucket guy?
Where'd that come from? How did that happen?" So they take the two buckets, they put one over another person's head and one over their own.
And why is that guy holding a cell phone?
And then they act like they didn't do
They
it.
act like they didn't do it. And then there's a challenge where one guy on YouTube likes to try to sneak raw hot dogs into people's pockets.
Are they full size or like the?
Yeah,
Franken?
and they're
Okay.
gross. Like they're wet. Like
Yeah.
they'll pull them out of the package and like try to stick them into people's, or in like the hoodie part of their hoodie.
That's
Oh,
not
goodness.
good.
And it's like a
You know what's
regular
bad about
game.
that is how much a regular person who wears hoodies checks the hood.
Never.
Right.
Yeah,
Right.
I've never
It's
even
just
had
like-
this one up, I don't think.
Hot dog falls out. That'd be
Right.
hilarious.
And it's like a reoccurring.
Wouldn't it be hilarious if a hot dog fell out when I
Oh no! John's been tagged.
Man, I could have set that up today when you were at my house, but I didn't know we were going to talk about this. And it's
That
like
would've been
it's a
fantastic.
reoccurring game on Impractical Jokers for them to paperclip balloons to strangers, and
Right.
and they have to get 3 in order to win the game. So they each have 3 balloons, and they have to get all 3 of them paperclip or clothespinned to
Connected
a
to somebody.
stranger.
Clothespin, okay.
Before-
Paperclip.
Clothespin before the person notices. If the person notices, they lose.
We should do that too for SKUs, except you have to thumbtack them.
Yeah,
Harder. It's a
we like to
challenge,
play
man.
pin the tail on the clueless stranger.
Who gets clocked first?
What is wrong with you?
Right.
But you could pin a tail on yourself too at the same time, and then when the stranger turned around,
Right.
You're like,
What's
what the?
Clip the balloon on your own hat first.
Who's this thumbtack ninja?
I wonder if there's a limit to that. I wonder if there's a limit to things that you could do to a stranger and also to yourself, where they would.
Yep.
Anyway,
I like
That's
what's
funny.
his face saying staple. That's doing that with like a stapler and just making the noise.
nail gun.
Yeah, I would use a staple gun or a nail gun. I think that
Yeah. Ooh.
There might be a law against. I'm sure there probably is a law against it, but
not in Texas. It's legal.
not.
It's totally fine in Texas.
Probably not in Canada either.
Consequences might be different.
Canada's a frontier. They don't care about that stuff.
Yeah.
Okay, well, we do have another game that we can play. I don't know if we're going to be able to get through all of it. If we can't, that's fine. We can play later. I'm sure this is going to be a smash hit. But it's it's
9 minutes. We can
It
do
will. It'll be a smash hit. It's a game that I've invented called What's Missing, and I'm going to show you guys a famous picture. What are you looking at me like that for?
Oh, because
Amanda?
I thought that
that was
this was
something
the
we'd be
end
doing.
of the other one. I thought it was asking what's missing from
the
our
other-
list.
No, the other was called
Everyone else
Platitudes of
thought that too.
2022,
Did
for
everyone else
crying out
think that
loud.
what is missing was inviting everyone else to add their cliches to the list?
I thought there were more cliches coming up that had blanks in them. That's what I
Thank
thought.
you.
See, I just feel like this is the
could
end
do
of a
that.
PowerPoint presentation. So what is missing?
That's what I thought. I didn't
we're
know this
talking-
was the beginning of a new game.
Okay,
It's
okay,
like
you guys are
this.
talking like it's the effort party, and it's not yet. So,
You're right. We're off script, y'all.
Yep.
all right.
Like
So
referred
this
to
game, we're going to show you. I'm going to show you a picture that has a part of the picture is masked. So you can go ahead and flip the first one around. This is so simple, and you have
This
to
is
tell me what is missing from this picture.
A gorilla. Is the shape a clue? Is the shape a clue?
Have you never seen this picture before, Javon?
Yeah, no. I just don't. I don't know if I've ever looked at it to that. To that
Is it
extreme.
Alice Cooper? It's not Alice Cooper. I didn't Photoshop these pictures either, so whatever's under there is legitimately the right thing. But these are semi-famous Angry Bird. Okay, you guys are. It's not a gorilla. It's
The
not a
shape of the
gorilla.
hole.
I'm
And it's
also
not
going
an
with
angry
gorilla.
bird.
The shape of the crop is not a clue, is what you're saying. So
Well, it
it's-
is. It is.
It's
It-
shaped
it's-
like a gorilla, but it's not
is.
really a gorilla.
Well, it's the shape. It's not exactly the shape, but it's that region.
Well,
But
that's
if
where
if
the
you know the
thing is, okay.
picture, then you know what's underneath there. A steel worker is correct.
Another.
But I was hoping that maybe you would. It's actually a steel worker. It's 2 steel workers. Okay, there's 2 steel workers under there. But what are they doing? If you know the picture, then you know what they're doing. If you don't know the picture,
Sharing
then,
a Kit Kat.
They're
bar.
starting. They're shoving each other. You trying to steal my work, Gordon? We're on the same shift.
Trading sandwiches?
only wrong answers are better. That's close. Go ahead and flip it around, and you'll see how this works. Flip it around. They are actually lighting a cigarette.
Oh, okay.
Okay.
Because sitting on that beam is not dangerous enough to their health. They're going to smoke at the same time.
Like they're playing the long game here.
That's right.
Mm.
That's right.
It's like, we're not going to make it off this beam. Light them, smoke them if you got them.
There you
All
go.
right, what's the next picture? Now, this one is easier.
Bicycle. Is the shape not a giveaway?
What is it, a Flintstone
It looks
bicycle?
like a Yamaha. Yeah, you're right. It is.
It's a Flintstone bicycle.
Or it could be
I was
Santa
going to say
sleigh.
Bugatti. I was going to say Bugatti. You know, they're angular.
A bicycle.
It's a tank, Joel. It's
Sacks.
a tank.
Sacks.
Clearly, it's a
Oh,
clothing.
yeah.
John Knox has it. Rachel has it. Yeah.
What?
I didn't want to make it impossible.
I
Yeah,
was joking.
it's a tank.
I honestly don't know this picture though.
Russ said an army tank, which is true. Is there another kind of tank?
There's
Like
We
a
have
Navy
civilian
tank?
Navy
tanks.
tanks underwater.
Civilian tank.
Civilian tank.
There you go. There's a tank. All right. Good job, everybody. Next picture. See how fun this is? There.
Fidel Castro.
That is
You just
Toucan
kinda
Sam
laugh.
from Fruit Loops.
Yeah, so I was going to say a parrot.
Che Guevara. We got a parrot.
Yep.
The world's largest parrot.
Oh, is it behind him? Is it a tree?
Mm,
A carrot.
a carrot.
Could be a palm tree, I guess.
Water tank. A drill from
Drill from
Star
Star-
Trek.
It does. He does look like he's got kind of a Michael Jackson. What was the leather jacket?
Yeah,
Yeah.
the Thriller.
Yeah.
This kind of looks like Devo, doesn't it?
Yep.
McDonald's sign behind Che Guevara.
Who's with him? Does anybody know the other guy?
No.
Some
don't.
CIA agent, probably.
I don't. That's why.
Yeah,
It's the FBI.
probably.
That's why I didn't block him out because
Oh, gosh.
Snuffleupagus. Sarah Jessica Parker.
That's just mean. That's hurtful.
It's a giant cotton candy vendor.
Yeah, no, he's got a llama, a gun, an ostrich with a suitcase.
No,
No,
this is
believe it
your
or not,
higher level difficulty, isn't it?
It's not. It's not bacon either.
It's like a banana tree.
Yeah, you guys. Ooh, you're close. Go ahead and flip it around.
Ooh, that
Brian
was
is the
a good
closest.
one, Brian.
Boom.
I just said palm tree like 5
Yeah,
minutes
he said
ago.
palm tree.
Did you? Okay.
I see how you wouldn't be able to cut that out precisely though, because we would
Yeah.
have
It
cut
would
it
really
Yeah, if
give
I cut
away
it
the-
out exactly right.
pretty quick.
Yeah. Be like gift wrapping a guitar
Sideshow Bob.
and putting it under the tree. It's like, I wonder what it is. Okay. What's the next picture? Oh, yeah.
Oh
Oh,
man.
yeah.
See, I've seen this picture. Never look down in that corner.
Right.
So I'm gonna guess that's Marilyn Monroe.
Let's say it's a photographer.
Why would you guess that?
Or actually, it looks like a rabbit animal cracker.
It does, doesn't it?
It just looks like a thumbs up emoji. It's a reporter, right?
It's
With
Che Guevara.
a photographer.
It's a reporter with teeth. Reporter with the Chicago Tribune. Is that what you said?
No, with a camera.
Ah,
Camera.
flip that
Photo
one
with the camera?
around.
Oh
And
no!
give Brian a gold star.
Way to go.
Look at that.
Ooh. Is it a reporter or is it like? I want to see that guy's picture. He's probably taking a picture of a lady in the front row. I gotta
All right,
take
what's
this
the
home.
next one? I think the next one is it's pretty good. Well, I didn't think anybody would get that one.
Oh, that's the Dust Bowl picture from the
Mm-hmm.
Is it not?
It is.
the Grapes of Wrath era. Is there
That's
a shack behind her there?
I know
It's
I
a-
saw
it's a-
this picture.
Star Wars movie poster.
There you go.
Do I want to see this? I
That's
don't
actually
know.
the next game we're going to play. Is we're going to take movie
Aunt
posters and
Beru.
block stuff out of them.
Aunt Beru and Luke is hugging her, right?
I'm apparently very horrible at this because I've seen this picture. Have no idea. I thought there was a porch, but
Right.
I thought they were sitting on a porch. That's not work, doesn't
Right.
it?
It's Sally
Dust
Struthers hovering over her.
This was long before
please-
Sally Struthers.
Please help.
Dust Bowl, tent or shack. Nope.
More like Sally
75
Field.
cents a day.
Dust Bowl. California Raisin. The Sky.
The whole Dust Bowl is
Oh,
behind.
Susan March. Well done.
What?
Yeah. Flip it around.
Oh, bugger.
Boom.
Oh.
Wow.
Yeah.
Just what your mind remembers and
Yep.
doesn't.
You remember it
Lack
differently.
thereof.
All right. Next picture, I think, is. I can't remember how many of these he is. These there are. Oh yeah, this was easy.
That is
The harmonica.
Yeah.
his tongue piercing.
Oh, yeah, I was gonna say the ear of an enemy. Ear of a rival scientist. That's Werner von Braun's ear. Von Braun's is his last time.
Look at that. This is
I
the
had
one
this
that
poster in college.
nobody gets wrong. Yeah, there it is.
Oh, I thought there was a piercing there.
Could have sworn it.
Yeah.
Sworn
You remember he had a big spike through it. A diamond.
It's very cool to have.
There we go.
Oh, it's LBJ
LeBron James?
getting sworn in. Yep, LeBron James
King
getting sworn in.
Wow, LeBron James.
Mm-hmm. LeBron
That's
James
why people are
was-
wearing tux.
Yeah, it's didn't even take Thomas Edison any time at all to figure that out.
J. Thomas Edison.
That was for you children. That was after Kennedy was assassinated. Vice President Lyndon B. Johnson was up in Air Force One being sworn in as
As quickly as he could.
as quickly as possible.
Oh, is there a little conspiracy theory in your voice there?
Sorry. Is that
What is the guy holding? Is that microphone?
It's one of
I
those
guess.
American
There's
things.
probably a Bible down off the screen there.
Sure. Yeah, you got his hands.
That
gotta
guy
be on the
standing
Bible.
over Jackie O's shoulder looks a little bit like Oswald.
He kind of does.
He's on
How did
the
he get there?
airplane.
The corpse of Oswald. Or the ghost of Oswald.
Yeah, it's one of those American things. So, all right. I think. Is there any more? I think there's another one.
It's American.
Yeah.
thing.
That's Elvis Presley.
Ah,
Right there.
Forrest Gump.
Elvis Aaron Presley, baby.
Thank
Thank you very much.
Did y'all hear the story about him having a? Did he have an FBI badge or did he have a Secret Service badge or something? He had some kind of high.
Yeah.
He had a badge that was like he had a friend that got him a badge from. I gotta figure this out. It was on Drunk History. That's why I remember it.
Yeah, yeah.
It had a lot of references to drunk stuff and hammered stuff. Okay, so my question is, JT, if I had blocked out more of Elvis, would you still have known that? Like if I'd have blocked out the whole thing and just left Nixon in there, would you have still known?
Yeah.
I'm gonna say the belt buckle gave it
Yeah.
away, and maybe even the collars. But see, like the way that you got the head cut out too.
Yeah.
I think it would have been tougher if you had just left his head and blocked out the rest of the body.
You think so?
Yeah, what's missing?
Elvis's body. No?
This is tough.
No?
Yeah, is it the white jumpsuit?
It's a
Gray
fucking chicken.
What color was his
Sequin
jumpsuit?
jumpsuit? Yeah, that's when you. Yeah, that's when you get high level Elvis fame.
I thought that would be too hard if it's just a picture of Nixon. And you have to figure out who he's shaking hands with.
What's the occasion of this meeting, JT?
See what I always do, or what if I blocked out?
Block out
What if I
Nixon.
blocked out Nixon? Would you have known that Elvis was shaking his hand?
Yeah, I would. I've seen that picture before.
Okay.
What was
See,
he
my
doing?
What if
problem
you
is
blocked
I
out
always
both of them?
I really
You blocked
don't
out
know.
both of them.
I always underestimate
really
you
don't
people.
know.
I always
Yeah, I blocked out
underestimate.
both of them.
You overestimated me.
All right. So you block out both of them and then block out the background. That's
What's
I
missing?
want that.
That's the real test.
I want that
What
next
if I
time.
just put a green square
Yeah.
up there? Would you have said Elvis and Nixon? What if I'd have blocked out the room? Would you have? Would you guys have guessed where they were?
Probably not.
Put them on the moon. Elvis and Nixon in front of the Titanic.
Jeff Lane says he was getting his badge in that.
Okay, how about this one?
Oh, that's a good. Holy mess! It's like I know what this is. I have no idea who's blocked out.
It's another gorilla.
Is that Barack Obama there on the far left?
Gorilla in the war room.
It's two
Yes,
guys
this is when they killed.
lighting a cigarette.
This is when they killed Bin Laden.
Rachel. Rachel says
A piano.
We got Bin Laden, and now a song. Everybody clap along.
Hillary, could you play us too? Alf.
He's got a whole place in his head.
It
He's
does
got
look like a
whole place
Sasquatch.
in
The
his
shape
head.
looks like a Sasquatch.
Right. Well, some of the pictures are grim. That's not my. I was trying to get famous pictures that were recognizable.
Johnny Mathis? Is it Johnny Mathis? Some Mathis.
It's
Johnny
the most
Mathis?
wonderful
No.
time of
It is
the
a
year.
cutout cardboard of Danny DeVito. That
Is it
Ooh,
authentic?
it's been a
though?
while.
Authentic or not authentic?
Cardboard Danny
Does
DeVito
it
was another
have-
good song title too, by the way.
Cardboard Danny DeVito staring at me like I'm a fool.
We could do it to the tempo of Inagata DeVita.
I'm not as successful as you. Cardboard cut out.
Cardboard Danny DeVito, baby.
Wait a minute, that sounds like rock
Oh,
and
it's
or
Hitler.
roll.
Hitler is there. I got it wrong.
Cardboard Danny
Oh,
DeVito.
crud. Is it Biden?
Oh, Juan, you get
No,
a gold star.
Somebody said Biden. I was like, why didn't I think?
Yep.
Because you're thinking, you're like, Hillary, of course, she was Secretary of State there, and
It's
Obama's
Joe
the
Biden.
president, and there's the chief of staff, and then there's the other guys. And
Right.
who's missing? That's what I was like, who could possibly?
I
Who's
figured
not
that you
there?
could. I figured you could deduce it if you.
That was
worked on
well.
it.
Somebody said it. Who put it up there?
Yeah, he figured you could
There
deduce
he
it if
is.
you looked in the comments.
I was
Joe
just
Biden.
scrolling the comments. Who was
Mm-hmm.
it? A producer. You put up a thing, and oh, there it is. What's his face said it. That's the one.
Yeah.
But I didn't ask him if he can get some ice cream.
Mhm.
I thought it was funny, and then I went, "Hey, wait a second. He was the vice president. He was the vice president at the time."
You know, Joe Biden getting ice cream. Hey, wait a second.
Hold on a minute.
That might work.
That's Bernie Sanders, isn't it?
Were
No.
you guys just baiting me that whole time?
You know, another way to play this game that just occurred to me as you were saying that was we could alter those pictures. We could take famous pictures and put something in there that's not originally part of the picture.
There you go.
And see if you could figure out what doesn't belong.
Yeah, that's a great
so
idea.
Biden would be eating ice cream.
Mm-hmm.
It's like
That would
was
be a
he
little
eating
more-
ice cream during this.
Yeah.
Was he eating ice cream when they
Yeah.
took that picture? I don't know. All right,
Or
ladies
you
and
could
gentlemen.
replace Elvis with Alice Cooper in the Nixon picture.
It's probably there.
I might do that anyway, just because.
That'd be a good T-shirt, wouldn't it? That'd be a whole line of T-shirts.
Mm-hmm.
Famous pictures with replacements.
Replace them with Alice Cooper.
Yeah.
That's the thing that we do on this show.
The
I have
Alice
a lot of
Cooper
Alice.
collection.
Yeah, the Alice Cooper. This
Try to
is from
sneak
the
us
SCQS Alice Cooper collection.
Crowns thing past me.
We should put Alice Cooper in some Casting Crowns promo videos.
Ooh,
He'd
I
probably
could think
do
of
it
someone
now.
you can obscure with that.
Are you going to cut us off now,
You
Ms.
guys,
Producer?
save it for the Afford party.
This
Okay,
is
that's our
we're
show,
still
ladies
on
and
the
gentlemen.
script.
It's time for the Snappy Wrap Up. No more fun.
So before we do that, I want to ask if you were able to update our membership list that we use for this. Awesome. Okay.
All right.
So if you want to see your name on the Clicker list, then you can become a Comedy Click member at johnbrandon.com.
Oh, that's the thing that I was going to show you too. I made a video that I'll show it next week, but I made a video for how we get the clicker names up on the,
Oh,
on
good.
the screen.
I want
It's
that
a-
to go on YouTube.
It's a behind the scenes expose.
Yeah,
on
because
how
Dad
this
was
happened.
complaining about it's really a pain in the butt because I have to go in manually and I don't have a system to do this. You know, it's not automated. And I said, but that's the whole point. We tell people, hey, you're going to be part of our group. We're going to know your first name and your last name, and we're going to recognize you. And you can talk to us on Telegram. And
Your name is lovingly crafted into our credits with these two
Personally
hands. These
type
two
it
hands.
into the.
I
Word
make
document.
the font from scratch.
And then I turn it into a fiddle.
In the rough.
I go to the forest. chop
I
down
hand
the
carve
tree.
each letter in each name
In a fiddle.
digitally.
So you
What
guys
happened?
will
Who'd
now
you just kick
see.
off?
I don't know who I kicked off.
Where'd Juwan go?
Where did you? He kicked himself off. I didn't do that.
Bye, Jawan.
Hopefully he'll be at the Afford party.
He's so unpredictable.
But anyway, you'll notice now that our newest clickers are on the list. Oh, there he
Oh,
is.
he's back. All right. So let's do a snappy wrap up.
I didn't do it. It was
Didn't
you.
do it. No, the whole browser crashed.
Oh, okay.
It just y'all all disappeared and went. Oh. I'm laughing at my laptop.
Where'd everybody go?
What?
I'm laughing at my laptop.
You look like one of
Okay.
your chickens there for a minute, Joel.
That's my favorite moment when Juwan does his chicken imitation.
Not a lot of people laughed at that joke. I tried it on stage a couple times.
All right. You can find Juwan's whereabouts on castingcrowns.com. Find out where they're going to be when they're touring again. Go support John Thomas at johnthomasoaks.com and Brian on his Patreon account, patreon.com/comedybrian. And I'm guessing since you worked so hard on all these other things, you did not automate our Snappy Wrap Up rules. We would like to get it to the point where all we do is click a button and it will tell us how we're supposed to read the credits, but and who also. We don't
Yeah,
have
we're
that
going to
yet.
do an automatic. That's another thing we did at the after party was figured out that we're going to do a randomized.
Wait, are we getting
Snappy
more and more reliant on robots on this show?
More
I hope
AI.
not, because I'm
Juwan.
offended.
So now, because you're so afraid of robots, you get to read the credits tonight, Juwan.
Yay! Do I have to argue with a robot?
You have to do it in a monotone robot voice.
Yes, like a robot. The rest of us
Oh well, I
can
was
stay
gonna
in the
do
stream,
like Siri. All right.
but we're
just
gonna
me.
make you do it. Okay, are you ready?
Bye, everybody. Oh, you were going to all wait.
Bye,
here for-
everybody. We're gonna read your stuff
Well,
now.
Juwan's going to. Robot
Okay.
Juwan. Ready, go.
Oh, the comedy click. Laura Adams, your TV
That
is still
doesn't
on.
sound like a robot.
Peter Chapman. These are because I'm a robot now. Anyway, Derek James, you like to surf for certain types of underwear. Amanda Paul, that package is coming to you in 3 minutes. John Unger, please get off the toilet.
What is happening?
I can see.